Hey everybody, it's me, Bryson Booker, and welcome to today's Friday's review. Now, I gotta leave in a few minutes, so I gotta make this fast. And it will be, trust me. Just wait till you hear the review. Today is a review of the GameCube, only 4 GameCube release of Bomberman Generation from Majestico and Hudson Software, Hudson Entertainment. Here it is. This game was released in 2002 by Hudson Software, and it is based on the classic 1994 game. And here's the thing: I'm kind of stumped on Bomberman. It was a game in the 90s, I know, but I think it was really originally released in the late 80s. But from what I know, I heard of Bomberman coming out in 94, but I may be wrong. Maybe it started in the late 80s. But right now, I'm going to stick to 1994. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, you game aficionados out there. But let me tell you something about this game. Bomberman was a great game. It was a multiplayer game. And what made it so fun was you would run around and throw bombs down and try to clear different rows, collect items, and even bomb your opponents, for God's sakes. If you weren't careful, you could bomb your opponents or bomb yourself by mistake. And that's what made Bomberman a huge success, was that original game with all kinds of multiplayer action. It was pretty fun. And then you could battle and battle and battle, and then about 30 minutes to an hour later, you got tired of it. But it was still awesome when played with the group. This game is like that, but there's one mode that really makes me mad, and that's the story mode. The story mode on this freaking game is unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't like it. I do not like the gameplay. I don't like the story. I don't like the actual design of the game itself, except in the multiplayer levels. The story mode is crap. The story is crap. Whew. Oh, don't worry. I better save my energy because I have to still talk about the gameplay itself. But it's crud. It's crud. The design of it is crud for a GameCube game. Come on. Stuff looks like a 3D late 90s platformer. No, not even late 90s, because it was better in the late 90s. I would say about mid 90s when the first PlayStation came out. That's how the graphics look on here. It's ridiculous. Does it? Yes, it does look 3D, but it's not good. It's like it's cheap. And it doesn't look like this. If I'm looking at the cover, it does not look like this. Anyway, let's read the back. There's a multiplayer mode, which I will discuss in a minute, and there's the story mode, which is a piece of bullcrap. And don't worry, I'll explain everything. Bomberman makes his explosive debate on the Nintendo GameCube. Mojo and his gang are up to their old tricks. This time, they're after the bomb elements, powerful crystals that will give them the means to rule the universe. Fear not, Bomberman is on the case. That's the whole story. Bomb gems. Obviously, they're playing a game with the Sonic the Hedgehog series right there. Listen, just listen. Bomb elements, powerful crystals, chaos emeralds. See the similarity right there? It's not really creative at all. Bomb elements, really. Anyway, you have to try. You got to go through all these levels in story mode to stop this Mojo guy. And that's pretty much another play on Majestico. Like, come on. Anyway, story mode. Here's what it looks like. I hate the controls on this thing. It's cumbersome to play. Now it is very 3D like, and I said the 3D was really crappy, but it's not like PlayStation 1 crappy. It's kind of like that GameCube game that really barely anybody knows about, barely anybody plays. You know that game I'm talking about. It was released for any console on the market, and still, it's just one of those games that nobody really knows about, but it's out now that nobody plays except those select group of little kindergartners. You know that game. You know that game. I'll let you think about it. Pause the video and think about it. You know that game. Well, this is one of those games, to be honest with you. It was one of those games. And the story mode, okay, you move with the joystick, right? Okay, it's not really a good camera on this game, and that's what makes this game so frustrating. It's not a good camera, and you think the camera would follow you around. You can't use a C stick. The C stick is not active. You have to press the left and right trigger buttons to move the camera around the space. And when there's trees and palm trees and stuff in the way, you can't see where the bomb goes at all. It's cumbersome. It's ridiculous. And I'm getting so frustrated about it because it's that hard, guys. There's some challenges in this game. There's some puzzles that you're gonna need your trusty bomb for. That's all the weapons you have is a bomb. There's a water bomb, there's a normal bomb, there's a big giant bomb. It's all bombs. There's no punching or kicking or nothing. Just freaking bombs, cause he's Bomberman. They couldn't add no more power-ups. The dude can't even jump. He can't jump! But anyway, back to the camera. Pressing the left and right trigger buttons will move the camera all around the space. And I guess that is supposed to let the gamers know, oh, look at the 3D graphics. Ooh, that. No, I need to see what I'm doing. I don't care about no 3D landscape with all these creatures that look like they came out of a McDonald's commercial. It's ridiculous. Like, what? Or no, some Chinese manga? No, it's nuts. The level design is actually pretty good, but like I said, with these crappy 3D graphics, it doesn't look that good. But I mean, it's okay. Now let's go to the weapons. I was jumping ahead of myself there. The weapons, once again, bombs. Water bomb, big bomb, little bomb, tiny skinny bomb that fits in the pipes. It's all bombs. Nothing really new. It's cumbersome because Bomberman only can release 1 to 2 to 3 bombs. And you have to wait. You have to wait, people. If you put a bomb by a tree so it can blow up so you can get some items or power-ups, you have to wait for that bomb. So you're just standing right there and running around, and it's crazy. When you're battling enemies, all you can use is bombs. You can't jump over them. You can't be like Sonic the Hedgehog and jump. You can't punch. You just throw bombs and kick bombs. That's it. It's ridiculous. It's cumbersome. It's stupid. Come on. And sometimes the bombs don't even directly hit an enemy. Now, if you kick a bomb to an enemy, it'll stun the enemy. But then the enemy will keep moving around, and the bomb will just stay in that same spot. And if you I'm stuttering. If you wait too late to kick the bomb, it'll blow up, and it won't even hit the enemy. Big bombs, however, do help in this situation because it covers a wide space. But you don't get big bombs all the time. It's pretty much little bombs. Another thing I'm really concerned about is when you collect things, which ones are power-ups and which ones are bombs. Now, obviously, we all know what the life looks like. It's pretty much a little heart, a little pink heart that appears at the side of the screen. That's okay. But what about other things? Like, sometimes Bomberman says, speed it up! It's like every time you collect the power-up, she says something else ridiculous, and you can't even hear it because the audio track is all screwed up like it's from some cheapo Mario game. It's ridiculous, guys. It's ridiculous. I don't like it that much, and that's why I got so many freaking game overs on this single player. I'm it's ridiculous because there's so much things they could have done better, especially if you have a company like Hudson Software creating the game. They did a better job on Mario Party 5 than they did on Bomberman Generation. I mean, come on. Maybe they looked back on this when they created Mario Party 5 and said, "Let's not create another stupid game like this." It's some bull crap. But now I have to grab the game and they just fell out of the case. And I don't give a crap because it's dumb. It's dumb, stupid. Whew. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get on to the multiplayer mode. The actually decent part of this whole game. So multiplayer is what is shown here. Okay. That's multiplayer. This part of the game is actually pretty good because it allows 4 players simultaneously to play as different Bombermans, red one, blue one, pink one, whatever. And it allows all of the Bombermans to play against each other in a classic game of Bomberman. It's just classic Bomberman. And who doesn't like classic Bomberman? It's awesome. So, and you play through different levels. You can do challenges. You can do like cups, like the Bomber Cup, whatever. You got this kind of like Mario spin-off pipe level. You got this standard level. It's amazing. The level design of the boards on the multiplayer level is very, very good. I love it. I love the gameplay on that. That's the only part of this game that actually works well. The rest of it on single player mode made me throw it on the floor, but multiplayer is very good. So, this is my review of Bomberman Generation. And let me tell you, if you buy this game, do not play single player. Play multiplayer. Because you're going to be like me. You're going to be this guy raging about this game that no wonder it didn't even become a player's choice because it's so dumb. Anyway, I'm talking about story mode, guys. Multiplayer is awesome. So if you pick this game up, don't play single player, play multiplayer. That's it. That's just it. That's just it. Because if you play single player, you're going to be like me, raging about it. And so that's my review. Thanks for watching.